living vegan and start spreading that message of compassion towards all animals, towards the planet, and start righting a lot of these wrongs. Hey, what's up everybody? So just got a couple of topics I wanted to touch on today. A little bit of a rant video, a little bit of an informative video, not really sure what to call it, but essentially, you know, we were sitting down today and we were eating some vegan breakfast, and a thought occurred to me. Well, we talked about it a little bit, Jamie and I, and you know, there is no excuse at all in today's market with all of the options that are available to even consider not being vegan. Like, it just hit me at one point today as I was sitting there trying something new, and I won't talk about that because that's something that's coming up in another video on Jamie's channel. But you know, I was sitting there trying that today, and I just had this moment of like, you know, wow, like my mind was blown after 4 years of being vegan, over 4 years. And it's just like, we see all of these items on the market now. We see all of these products that are perfect analogs for these animal products that we grew up eating all of our lives, for most of us. And it's like, how can we justify in 2018 going into 2019 continuing to eat the animal versions? Like, you can get up and have a full breakfast with bacon and sausage and eggs and like anything you want, cheese melted all over everything, like whatever you want. And you know, coffee with some kind of non-dairy milk or a cream. There's some great creams, whether you use like, you know, Silk for coffee or the So Nice creamer. I mean, a million different options. And you know, just in the 4 years since I went vegan, we're looking in the grocery store now, and it's just mind-blowing to know that we had essentially one piece of one aisle and like a couple tiny little spots in a fridge or freezer. And now it's like just walls of stuff. It's insane. And so I guess, you know, my point is, if you're watching this and you're not vegan, ask yourself, why would you continue? You know, I could get it, like, if there's not a lot of replacements where food is such a personal thing, even though I don't think it's a good excuse, I can at least understand people's mentality of like, well, I want to eat these same things, I want to have these same tastes and textures. But these tastes and textures are available to you in a plant-based form. So if you're a non-vegan and you're watching this and you're thinking to yourself, I need to continue to eat X, whatever it is, I mean, you can. Or you can at least find something that's really, really close. But I gotta say, I keep getting blown away by how amazing some of these plant-based options are. And I don't even really, you know, like at this point, I don't need to eat, you know, fake meats and stuff like that. I do it because I enjoy the taste every now and then, but it's not like a staple every day. A lot of times we're eating a lot of whole food stuff. But I mean, yeah, it was amazing to have good transition foods when I was going vegan in the first place. But I think, like, even though it didn't take me very long to make that step from vegetarian to vegan, if all of these products that are available now in late 2018 were available back in 2014, like, it would have been an overnight thing. Like, easily. It could have very easily been an overnight thing from vegetarian to vegan. So, you know, maybe not from, like, you know, standard American diet to vegan. Maybe there would have been still a little bit of a transition, but honestly, like, everything you want, or everything that you could want, is available in some capacity. Minus a few exceptions, but honestly, is that big of a deal? I was thinking about it earlier too. I saw a comment on one of my videos, because hunting season just started up here in Nova Scotia, Canada within the last couple of days. I think it was bow season, you know, for a little bit before, but hunting with rifles started just recently. And so, of course, my anti-hunting video, or why hunting is wrong video, is this time of the year gets tons of views again, and is always one of my top viewed videos this time of the year. And some of the comments I've gotten on that in the last couple of days are talking about, you know, having done things our whole life, and it's tradition and culture, and I've even had like a few, Native Americans and indigenous people like Micmac and stuff, that have been talking about like, hey, it's part of the way, we don't take any more than we need, and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? I mean, I get that. I understand like that's what needed to be done at some point in time. But I can honestly say, as somebody who, has Native American in my blood, in my family, on my mom's side, like my mom and her family is actively, is fairly active within that community. So I can understand the philosophies. Like I've learned enough about it to understand, like, yeah, there is a level of respect there when you don't take more than you need. But even still, we're in 2018 going into 2019 where you don't even need to do that. Like, haven't the animals on the planet given enough of a sacrifice? I guess this is my point. Like, they have already given enough of a sacrifice, and actually they didn't give it, we took it. But for us to get where we are today, with this much technology and this much dominion over the entire planet, for better or for worse, definitely for worse, but I think it's time for us to give back a little bit. So even if it does mean sacrificing those one or two things that there isn't like a good vegan analog yet for, in the grocery store, like, come on, isn't that the least we can do? Is just like give up that one thing, or those couple of things that are like not perfect replicas at this point. The animals deserve it, the planet deserves it. We need to get our shit together, folks. So I don't know. I don't remember exactly where else I was going with that, but essentially, there's no excuses. I'm sick of hearing excuses. I've been hearing so many, especially now hunting season starting back up again. And, we just need to do better. Bottom line is, we've taken from this planet for way too long, and a lot of it was so that we could survive and we could get through tough winters in northern climates so that we could do all of these things. Well, you know what? We made it. As a species, we made it. We can chill the hell out now, and we can start giving back. And really, that's the right thing to do. So we need to start living vegan and start spreading that message of compassion towards all animals, towards the planet. Start righting a lot of these wrongs. And there's many other topics as well, as far as pollution and things. But, this is the single biggest thing we can do to start righting the wrongs that we've done against this planet and all life on it. So, that's kind of my little rant for today. Let me know down below what you think about that. Hunting season. So check out my my Why Hunting Is Wrong video. I'll put that in the end screen and in a card here. What a sideshow the comment section is on that one. But go ahead and go for a laugh if you like. That's about it. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Appreciate all the support on here and on other social media platforms, and on Strava as well for my running side of things. And until next time, guys, peace.